Hi students, in this video I will explain how to convert an epsilon NFA to NFA. Okay, so here we have given an epsilon NFA. This epsilon NFA accepts the language any number of 1s followed by any number of 2s followed by any number of 3s. So our aim is to convert this epsilon NFA to NFA. So here we have two methods to convert an epsilon NFA to NFA. First I will explain the first method. So method 1. Okay, so here we have given the epsilon NFA. So first we write the given epsilon NFA. So the given epsilon NFA is equal to M is equal to Q sigma delta Q0 F. This is the given epsilon NFA. That is M is equal to, in the given NFA, epsilon NFA, we have three states. So Q is equal to Q0, Q1, Q2. Then here sigma 1, 2, 3 is the sigma. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Then delta, initial state is Q0 and final state is Q2. Okay, this is the given epsilon NFA. Next we can draw the transition table. Delta is equal to, here we have the input alphabets 1, 2, 3 and epsilon. Okay, so the states are Q0 is the initial state, then Q1, then Q2, and Q2 is the final state. Mark the initial state and final state. Q0 1 entry, that means from the state Q0 it reads the input symbol 1, it reads as the state Q0 only. Okay, so Q0 to Q0 over the alphabet 1, then Q0 to delta of Q02. Delta of Q02, there is no transition, that is null set. Okay, then delta of Q03, no transition, null set. Then delta of Q0 epsilon. Q0 epsilon is equal to Q1. So here it is Q1. Okay, delta of Q11 null set. Q12 Q1 itself. Q13 null set. Then Q1 epsilon is, here it is Q2. Okay, then Q2 delta of Q21 null set, Q22 null set, Q23 Q2 itself, then Q2 epsilon, delta of Q2 epsilon null set. So this is the transition table of the given epsilon NFA. Okay, so our aim is to construct the NFA. So the NFA is M dash. Okay, we have to construct the NFA. We can represent that NFA as M dash. M dash is equal to, from the equivalence of epsilon NFA and NFA, we know that equivalent NFA M dash is equal to Q sigma delta dash Q0 F dash. So we have to find out only delta dash and F dash. Okay, the difference is only in the case of delta and F. So we have to find out delta dash and F dash. So what is F dash? F dash is equal to F union set Q0 if epsilon closure of Q0 contains Q0. Q0 contains a state in F. Okay, Q0 contains a state in F. Otherwise, this is F only. This is the definition of F dash. So here what is epsilon closure of Q0? In the given diagram, epsilon closure of Q0 is equal to epsilon closure of Q0. Epsilon closure of Q0 is Q0, then Q1, then what is epsilon closure of Q1? Q1, Q2. So here it is Q0, Q1, Q2, right? So here epsilon closure of Q0 contains the final state Q2. So F dash is equal to F union, F is Q2, F union Q0. Okay, so Q0, Q2 is the final state of the NFA. Next we have to find out delta dash of Q0 comma 1. Delta dash of Q0 comma 1, we can write it as epsilon closure of delta cap of Q comma epsilon comma 1. Okay, so we have to find out epsilon closure of Q0. So here it is Q0. Okay, then from that state we find out the transition over the alphabet 1. Then finally we take the epsilon closure of that set of states. Okay, so you know what is here it is, this one is the epsilon closure of Q0. Epsilon closure of Q0 is Q0, Q1, Q2. That is epsilon closure of delta of set Q0, Q1, Q2, comma 1. Okay, that is equal to, this is equal to Q0 comma 1, delta of Q0 comma 1 union, delta of Q1 comma 1 union, delta of Q2 comma 1. Okay, that is epsilon closure of delta of Q0 comma 1 union, delta of Q1 comma 1 union, delta of Q2 comma 1. That is equal to Q0 comma 1, you know, Q0, Q2, Q1 comma 1 null set, Q2 comma 1 null set. So here it is epsilon closure of Q0, epsilon closure of Q0, that is equal to Q0, Q1, Q2. Okay, so we find out what is delta dash of Q0 comma 1. Okay, next we have to find out what is delta dash of Q0 comma 2. Delta dash of Q0 comma 2 is epsilon closure of delta gap of Q0 comma epsilon comma 2. Okay, you know what is delta gap of Q0 comma epsilon is equal to epsilon closure of Q0, that is epsilon closure of delta of, this one is set Q0, Q1, Q2 comma 2. So this one is equal to epsilon closure of delta of Q0 comma 2 union, delta of Q1 comma 2 union, delta of Q2 comma 2. Okay, what is delta of Q0 comma 2? Q0 comma 2 is null set, Q1 comma 2 is Q1, Q2 comma 2 is null set, that is Q1. Okay, so here it is epsilon closure of Q1 only, right? That is equal to epsilon closure of Q1 is Q1, Q2, right? Next we calculate what is delta dash of Q0 comma 3. Delta dash of Q0 comma 3 is epsilon closure of delta cap of Q0 comma epsilon comma 3. That is equal to epsilon closure of delta of, here it is epsilon closure of Q0, that is Q0, Q1, Q2 comma 3. That is equal to epsilon closure of delta of Q0 comma 3 union delta of Q1 comma 3 union delta of Q2 comma 3. Okay, so from the transition diagram, Q0 comma 3 null set, Q1 comma 3 null set, Q2 comma 3 is Q2. Okay, that is equal to epsilon closure of Q2. epsilon closure of Q2 is equal to Q2 itself, right? Next we can calculate delta of Q1 comma 1. Delta of Q1 comma 1 is epsilon closure of delta cap of Q1 comma epsilon comma 1. That is equal to epsilon closure of delta of, what is Q1 comma epsilon? Delta cap of Q1 comma epsilon. Epsilon closure of Q1. Epsilon closure of Q1 is Q1 Q2. So here it is Q1 Q2 comma 1. Okay, delta of Q1 comma 1 union delta of Q2 comma 1. Delta of Q1 comma 1 null set, Q2 comma 1 null set. So here it is epsilon closure of null set, that is null set, right? Next, delta dash of Q1 comma 2. Delta dash of Q1 comma 2 is equal to epsilon closure of delta cap of Q1 comma epsilon comma 2. Okay, that is equal to epsilon closure of delta of Q1 comma epsilon is Q1 Q2 2. So we take the transition from the state Q1 over the alphabet 2 and also from the state Q2 over the alphabet 2. Okay, that is Q1 to Q2 2. Delta of Q1 2 is Q1, delta of Q2 2 is null set. So we get Q1. So here it is epsilon closure of Q1. Epsilon closure of Q1 is equal to Q1 Q2. Okay, next we find out what is delta dash of Q1 comma 3. Delta dash of Q1 comma 3 is epsilon closure of delta gap of Q1 comma epsilon comma 3. Okay, that is equal to epsilon closure of delta of Q1 comma epsilon is epsilon closure of Q1, that is Q1 Q2 comma 3. So Q1 3, delta of Q1 3 is null set, Q2 3 is Q2. So here we have Q2. Here it is epsilon closure of Q2. Epsilon closure of Q2 is equal to Q2. Okay. So next find out what is delta dash of Q2 comma 1. Q2 comma 1 is equal to epsilon closure of delta cap of Q2 comma epsilon comma 1. Okay, delta cap of Q2 comma epsilon is epsilon closure of Q2. Epsilon closure of Q2 is Q2 itself. That is epsilon closure of delta of Q2 comma 1. Okay, delta of Q2 comma 1. Q2 comma 1 is null set. Okay, so this is equal to epsilon closure of null set, that is null set. Okay. Then next we have to find out what is delta dash of Q2 comma 2. Delta dash of Q2 comma 2 is equal to epsilon closure of delta gap of Q2 comma epsilon comma 2. That is equal to epsilon closure of delta of, this is epsilon closure of Q2, that is Q2 comma 2. What is Q2 comma 2? Q2 comma 2 is null set. Okay, so here it is epsilon closure of null set is equal to null set, right? Then what is delta dash of Q2 comma 3? That is equal to epsilon closure of delta gap of Q2 comma epsilon comma 3. So that is epsilon closure of delta of, here it is Q2 comma 3. What is delta of Q2 comma 3? Delta of Q2 comma 3 is equal to Q2. So here it is epsilon closure of Q2. Epsilon closure of Q2 is equal to Q2 itself. Okay. So we find out the transition from Q1, Q2, Q0, Q1, Q2 over the alphabets 1, 2 and 3. So we can draw the transition table for the NFA. Okay, so this is delta 1, 2 and 3 are the input alphabets. Q0, Q1, Q2 are the states. Initial state is Q0. Final state we see that it is Q0 and Q2. Q0 and Q2. So here delta dash of Q2 comma 3 is equal to Q2. So here it is Q2. Then Q2 comma 2 is null set. Q2 comma 2 is null set. Then Q2 comma 1 is null set. This is null set. Then Q1 comma 3 Q2. Q1 comma 3 Q2. Then Q1 comma 2 Q1 Q2. Q1 comma 2 Q1 Q2. Here it is Q1 Q2. Then Q1 comma 1 is null set. Okay, Q1 comma 1 null set. So here it is null set. Then Q0 comma 3 Q2. Q0 comma 3 Q2. Then Q0 comma 1 Q0 comma 2 Q1 Q2. So here it is Q1 Q2. Then what is Q0 comma 1? Q0 comma 1 is Q0 Q1 Q2. Q0 Q1 Q2. So here it is Q0 Q1 Q2. Okay, so this is our transition table of the NFA. Okay, so we can draw the NFA for the given epsilon NFA. So Q0 Q1 Q2. So here Q2 and Q1 are the final state and initial state is Q0. Okay, Q0 delta of Q0 comma 1 is equal to Q0 Q1 Q2, right? Then Q0 comma 2 is Q1. So here it is 1 and 2. Q0 comma 2 Q1, then Q2. So here it is 2 also. Then Q0 comma 3 Q2. Q0 comma 3 Q2. So here it is 3. Then Q1 comma 1 null set. Q1 comma 2. Q1 comma 2 is Q1 Q2. Okay, then Q1 comma 3 Q2. So here it is 2 and 3. 2 and 3. Okay, then Q2 comma 1 null set, Q2 comma 2 null set, delta of Q2 comma 3 Q2 itself. Okay, so this is the equivalent NFA for the given DFA. Okay, so we can write what is M. M is equal to Q0 Q1 Q2, then sigma is 1 2 3, then delta, transition diagram, transition table, initial state is Q0, then final state is Q0 Q2. So this is the newly constructed NFA. Okay, so this is the first method for converting an epsilon NFA to NFA. Okay, Then second method for converting an epsilon NFA to NFA is for an epsilon NFA that is very large. Okay, for the small epsilon NFA the first method is enough, but for the large epsilon NFA the first method is very tedious to solve. It contains so many number of steps. So in the second method we can reduce the steps. Okay, so this method is better for converting large epsilon NFA to NFA. Okay, convert large epsilon NFA to NFA. Okay, so the same problem, here we solve the same problem. So our given problem is Q0, Q1, Q2, here it is epsilon transition, epsilon 1, 2, 3. Okay, first we find out what is epsilon closure of Q0. Epsilon closure of Q0, that is initial state. Epsilon closure of Q0, here it is Q0, Q1, Q2. Okay, so this is represented as capital A. This is a new state. Okay, it is a set of states and it is a new state that is called A. Okay, so A is the new state and this A is a final state because epsilon closure of Q2 contains a final state. So A is a final state. Okay, A is a final state because A contains Q2. Okay, because A contains Q2, A is a final state. Then next step is for the state A, that is A is equal to Q0, Q1, Q2. We find out what is the transition from the new state A to another state over the alphabets 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so that is we find out what is move A comma 1. Okay, move A comma 1 is epsilon closure of move A comma 1. Okay, epsilon closure of move A comma 1. So epsilon closure of move A comma 1 means transition from the state A or the alphabet 1. Okay, here Q0, Q1, Q2 are A. So from the state Q0, find if there is any transition from Q0 to another state over the alphabet 1. So here Q0 to Q1 over the alphabet 1. Then from the state Q1. So here there is no transition from Q1 to another state over the alphabet 1. Here also no 1 transition. Okay, so epsilon closure of move A comma 1 is equal to epsilon closure of Q0 only. So epsilon closure of Q0 is equal to Q0, Q1, Q2, that is A itself. A itself. That means from the state A, the one transition is A itself. Okay, next we have to find out what is move of A comma 2. Move of A comma 2 is equal to epsilon closure of move A comma 2. That is equal to what is move A comma 2 from the state Q0. Find out if there is any transition over the alphabet 2. Delta of Q0 2. Okay, there is no transition from the state Q0 or the alphabet 2. Then from state Q1 there is a transition. So its output is next state is Q1. Then from the state Q2 no transition. So here epsilon closure of move A comma 2 is equal to epsilon closure of Q1. So epsilon closure of Q1 is equal to Q1 Q2. So here we rename it as B. It is a new state, so rename it as B. B also contains a final state. Okay, B also contains final state, so B is a final state. B contains Q2 final state, so B also final state. Okay. Next, we find out what is a transition from, that is move of a comma 3. Move of a comma 3. Move of a comma 3 is equal to epsilon closure of move of a comma 3. Okay, move of a comma 3. That means a is equal to q0, q1, q2. Find out if there is any transition from another state over the alphabet 3. From q0 there is no 3 transition. From q1 there is no 3 transition. From q2 1 3 transition, it goes to q2 itself. Okay, so here it is epsilon closure of q2. Epsilon closure of q2 is equal to q2 itself. Okay, rename it as C. C contains a final state, so C is also a final state. Clear? Okay, then next we find out the new transition from the new states. We take B. So what is move move B comma 1. Move B comma 1 is equal to epsilon closure of move B comma 1. B is equal to q1 q2. So if there is any transition from q1 and q2 over the alphabet 1. From q1 there is no transition over the alphabet 1. For q2 also no transition over the alphabet 2. Okay, so in that case it is null set. Epsilon closure of null set, so null set. Epsilon closure of null set is equal to null set. Okay, next to find out what is move of B comma 2. That is epsilon closure of move of B comma 2. So you know B is equal to q1 q2. Find out if there is any transition over the alphabet 2. Okay, so q1 q2. From q1 there is a transition over the alphabet 2, that is q1 itself. Then q2 there is no 2 transition, so that is q1. That is epsilon closure of q1, that is equal to q1 q2. Okay, that is equal to B itself. Next we find out what is move of B comma 3. Move of B comma 3, that is epsilon closure of move of B comma 3, that is equal to, find out if there is any transition, 3 transition from states q1 and q2. B is equal to q1 and q2. Okay, 3 transition. From q1 there is no 3 transition. From q2 1 3 transition, that is q2 itself. So here it is epsilon closure of q2. Epsilon closure of q2, that is equal to q2 itself. Okay, q2 means C. Okay, here no new states are generated. So next we find out what is move of C comma 1. Move of C comma 1 is equal to epsilon closure of move of C comma 1. Okay, what is C? C is equal to q2. If there is any transition over the alphabet 1 from state C. Okay, so here C is equal to q2. There is no transition over the alphabet 1. So here it is null set. Okay, next is move of C comma 2. Move of C comma 2 is equal to epsilon closure of C comma 2. That is equal to C is equal to q2. So if there is any transition over the alphabet 2 from q2. Okay, so here there is no transition from the state q2. Okay, over the alphabet 2. So here also it is null set. Next is move of C comma 3. That is epsilon closure of C comma 3. Okay, C is equal to q2. So if there is any transition over the alphabet 3. So here from the state q3 there is a one transition from q2 over the alphabet 3. that is Q2 itself. So here it is epsilon closure of Q2. Epsilon closure of Q2, that is Q2 itself, that means C itself. Okay, next we can draw the transition table of the NFA. Okay, so delta input alphabets are 1, 2 and 3. States are A, B and C. A is the initial state. Then here we so that A contains a Q2, so A is a final state. B contains Q2, so B is also a final state. And in the case of C contains a final state, so C is a final state. So these three states are final states. So A final state, B final state, C final state. Okay. Then what is C comma 3? Move of C comma 3 is C. Move of C comma 2 is null set. C comma 1 is null set. So here C comma 1 null set, C comma 2 null set, C comma 3 is C itself. Okay. Then what is B comma 1? B comma 1 null set, B comma 2 B, B comma 3 C. Null set B, C. Okay. Then what is A comma 1? Move of A comma 1 is A itself. Move A comma 2 is B. Then move of A comma 3 is C. So we can write here it is A, B, C. Right. So this is the transition table of the newly constructed NFA. So we can draw the transition diagram. The states are A, B and C. Okay, these three states are final states. So initial state is A, then A to A 1 transition, A to B 2 transition, A to C 3 transition. Then B to 1 null set, B to B over the alphabet 2, B to C over the alphabet 3, C to C over the alphabet 3. So this is the equivalent NFA. Okay, so this is the second method for solving, converting an epsilon NFA to NFA. So this is the easiest method, but here we are rename the states are ABC. Okay, so this method is better in the case of if the epsilon NFA is very large. If the epsilon NFA is small, then we can adopt the first method. Okay, so study any of the method to convert an epsilon NFA to NFA. Okay, thank you.